I want to go over just the Smart Start, see how you guys are feeling about it, if you're excited about it. Who's going for their Smart Start again? I mean, hopefully everyone here is going for their Smart Start. It's so amazing that they're doing this because they certainly do not have to do this. And it's just incredible that it's an option because a lot of people miss their Smart Start. It's very common for people to just miss that Smart Start period. Either they jump in and they don't really know like what's going on. They're overwhelmed with the whole business, or like just for whatever reason, they just didn't hit it. I mean, I know that's a case with a lot of people. So Happy New Year. Hi. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm really excited about the Smart Start. I think a lot of you are going to get the Smart Start, and it really does boost your business. And it doesn't matter which level you're at. Like I get to do a Smart Start as well. Alyssa gets to do her Smart Start. Like everybody is on the same playing field. And that's what I love about it, because it's basically the foundation of your business, and you get to build that foundation. So you really don't want to waste any time jumping in, because especially with this sale right now, this is the perfect sale to get new VIPs. New VIPs love this sale because they're basically the threshold is usually well over $100 by the time that you are like on a normal day to sign up as a VIP. They're spending around $160 just to get their VIP fee and get their few products and get their OFY. This is going to come to like $100 all in everything. And they get those amazing mini skincare products as their OFY, which is amazing. That's incredible that they're doing that, because that gives them a little taste of the Monat skincare line as well. If they're just getting the shampoo, conditioner, and get that C serum, that's so awesome to be able to have that in their hands. So make sure that you are out there sharing this sale. If you're going to share a sale, make sure it's this one for new VIPs. If you have existing VIPs, get this sale. That's great. But because the PV isn't that high, it's not like the push isn't there. The push really is to get new VIPs on this one. And if you have existing VIPs, make sure that they know that if they refer a friend, maybe you're going to give them a kickback. I'm actually offering all of my VIPs who refer a friend right now for the month of January. I have told them that if they refer a VIP to me, I will give them a free dry shampoo. I know not everyone can do that because that's basically you're throwing in your commission on each of those sales, right? And then some. I know not everyone's going to do that, but why don't you do a giveaway, like even a little mini gift basket, or one person gets a hair regimen. One person gets a free hair care regimen, shampoo, conditioner, and a third product, or just shampoo and conditioner, or Rejuvenique oil. You know, you could do a little gift basket giveaway and say, if you refer a friend to me, you could win this. That's such an awesome incentive, because that's how you're going to get some new VIPs and get that Smart Start. Because if you're like me, I've pretty much exhausted my warm market. So I don't really have a lot of new people that are coming to me to sign up. I have a lot of VIPs who are just not even a lot of VIPs. I have my consistent customers, but I'm not getting at this level of business. Maybe that's what you think, is that I'm constantly getting new VIPs, but I'm not. It's very uncommon for me to be getting new VIPs. So now I'm like, oh crap, I've got to get 12 VIPs in 3 months. That's a challenge for me. That's a challenge for literally everybody. So incentivizing those existing VIPs you have is awesome. And if you're a brand new market partner, you still have that warm market. So you have a fresh, clean slate, and you can knock off these VIPs and MPs. No, should be, I say no problem. I know it's not easy for everybody, but as long as you are consistent and get your face on camera, and by consistent, I mean a little bit every day, not a lot in one day and then disappear for a week and then come back next weekend on another sale. That's not what consistency is. I think sometimes that we exhaust ourselves and we use all of our energy on one day. We're like, it's Sunday, like I'm going to do all this content today. And then we we spend hours on this one video or hours doing this one thing, and that's done, and we feel like, oh shit, like we're totally exhausted by that. And then the whole week goes by and you haven't done anything. So make sure you're just like biting off a little bit at a time. And sometimes you're not able to create crazy big IGTVs or crazy big, like glamorous content that's all flashy and all this stuff. It's just as simple as going on, talking about how amazing the products are, showing some before and afters, using a story arc. So saying like, okay, I started using these products this day. Since then, my hair has transformed this way. Show evidence, show proof that that has happened in photos or otherwise. And then the third is, right now there's a sale and you can get this for way cheaper than the usual price. Here's the sale. So instead of saying in your stories, there's a BOGO offer right now, like you're actually telling them the story first. Then they're led into, okay, what can this do for your hair? How can this help you? You know, that's a perfect way to preface the sale because it's so simple. It's not like one of the ones where it's 120 and then they get a grab bag and blah, blah, blah. Like it's not complicated. It's just buy a conditioner, get a shampoo for $16. There's nothing simpler than that. And this is the cheapest sale that we ever get. It's never going to be cheaper than this. So make sure that they know that. Okay, I've said that. That is so amazing, Amber. See, that is consistency paying off because especially in your first couple months of business, it can feel really deflating if no one's reaching out to you when you start and you're not getting all these people reaching out about it right away. But month 2, month 3, after you've planted those seeds, that's when people start coming around. They're like, oh, okay. And they also have to see your results, and your results can take some time too. So if you're new to the product and new to the business, just keep on sharing. That's all I can tell you. That consistency will pay off. So broken down, I've said this before, but broken down, Smart Start is basically 1 VIP per week. Obviously, if you can, you want more than that, but 1 VIP per week and 1 market partner per month. Then you'll be completely on track if you can do that. So make that your goal and you will have completed your Smart Start. And that is the foundation of your business. You really only need, I have 30 VIPs in 3 years, like 30 consistent good VIPs. I used to have more because sometimes VIPs cancel. Shit happens. If you have a VIP cancel, it is not the end of the world. It happens. It happens to all of us. So it's really important though, when you get good VIPs, to nurture them, make sure you give back to them, do little giveaways with them, do little fun little contests with them, even if it's something small. I actually am not a big Facebook guy, say guy, but I'm not a big Facebook person. It's not my strength. So I don't have a Facebook group for my VIPs. I highly recommend you have one, but I can't say that as a leader. I can't tell you to have something that I don't have. I have an Instagram chat because that's what works for me. That's what's simple for me. So I have an Instagram chat for all of my VIPs. And I do contests and giveaways and chats in there. And a lot of my VIPs are really not on Facebook. A lot of them are like me. They're just on Instagram for the most part. So it's about knowing your audience and knowing where they live and where they are and where they exist in the online space. Yeah, Ali, I know you use the close friends. I was using close friends in the beginning, but I stopped using it. Maybe I should try to do that again. But I love my little chat, and I actually find that when I post something in there, like I'll say, for example, hey everyone, what's your favorite skincare product? And it'll get a conversation going. And then I have VIPs who were not on skincare at all that are now using the skincare because they see other people having the conversation in there about how much they love the skincare. So just a little idea to get that conversation flowing, because sometimes in a Facebook group that can be a little bit harder, I find. Oh yeah, so Nikki, that's exactly it. Like knowing your audience and knowing that you have a lot of VIPs over 50, it's just different, right? They're not going to be on Instagram and like posting stories and stuff. That's not going to be their jam. So that's really, like I said, just knowing your audience. So really the big takeaway here is you don't need to be on it all the time. You need to be on it every day. I know that sounds like I'm saying opposite things, but you don't need to be on it all the time, but you do need to be on it every day. That's consistency. A little bit, just take little bites at a time. I don't mean you can't have any days off. Everyone needs a day off here and there, but just that consistency, one bite at a time, will amount to a lot. Focus on what you need to do today and tomorrow, and don't bite off more than you can chew. That's something I've really learned in this business. Yes, I have a grander vision. Yes, I have a grander goal, but just focus one day at a time. It's exactly like fitness. It's exactly like working out. I'm sure that's what you would say, Christy, too, to all the people that are like working out. You're not going to go to the gym and get fit in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. You shouldn't be weighing yourself Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you want to see results, it's going to happen over time, little bits at a time. And so you do a workout on a Monday, you're not going to lose 20 pounds by Tuesday. You start to get deflated if you start checking your weight every single day. You check it a month from that day. Like, see how I'm progressing, or whatever. That's just a little analogy. But focus on, in 2021, if you can do anything, focus on putting your energy where it matters and take actions that match your vision and nothing else. Like, cut out all the bullshit, and I don't mean a downtime. I don't mean Netflix. You can watch a Netflix show. That's fine. But maybe you're going to watch one episode instead of binging an entire season in 1 day. Like, we've all done that. But focus on things that match the vision that you have for where you want to take your business, because this business can do amazing things. I'm going to share my story a little bit. I know that you guys have probably heard it before, but just to kind of reiterate how crazy this opportunity actually is. And it's right in the palm of your hands, and it's available to every single one of you. I am not special in any way, shape, or form. I just decided I wanted something and I went for it. That's the only thing. That's literally it. And I've noticed that is, when I look at every single other director, mentor, every single person in this business who is thriving, they just made a decision that they wanted to do it and they went for it. So Marie-Ève was saying this morning to me on the phone. We were chatting. She said, there's no one in our team who wants to make it who hasn't made it. It's so true. That's back to what I was just saying. There's no one in our team who wants to make it who hasn't made it. It's just that time and consistency and effort. So I'm going to just share a little bit. So actually, you guys tell me what your goal is. And I'd love for you to break down for yourself after this call, or when you have a minute, your quarterly goal. So, okay, between now and the end of March, first quarter, this is what I would like to achieve. This is what I would like to accomplish. Right now, we have a very simple one, our Smart Start. Amazing. But maybe you have a rank goal in mind. So write that down, and then write down, okay, that way you can actually track your progress, and you can say, okay, I'm on pace for this. Or, oh, I need to pick it up. I need to do something, or I need to talk to one of my mentors and reach out to me and say, hey, this is my goal. I'm not really on pace. Like, what can I do to pick it up and make it happen for myself? So, and each quarter, so at the end of March, where do you want to be? At the end of June, where do you want to be? At the end of September, where do you want to be? And then end of December next year. Yes, you are, Alyssa. 100%, it is happening. And the thing is, you guys planted a lot of these seeds back in December. In Canada, they had, oh my gosh, Ali, do you remember what they said the number was for how many bonuses they're paying out from those give back bonuses? I think it was 991 or something like that. That's insane. That's so crazy. And sometimes what happens is that we had that huge incentive, we had that huge bonus, so we could easily get ourselves there to that MMB goal, to that AMM goal or whatever, and then just let it plummet this month. But if you've gotten there, hold on to that and take that to the next level with you. Keep going. Sure, you might have had to place a dad or a sister or an uncle to get somewhere. That's okay. But find someone to fill that place and continue to grow, because I really do believe 2021 is going to be an exceptional year for Monat. They're going to launch wellness line, which is going to be crazy. They don't know exactly when that's going to happen. They were aiming for the end of the first quarter, but it might be a little bit later than that. There's just no official word. And I guess that's because of COVID and just Canada Health has to approve all of our products, right? So they're really focused on the vaccines and all of that right now. That's my understanding anyways. So obviously we want them to come in with the best of the best product. So we can be a little bit patient, and we're going to have wellness, and it's going to be amazing, and we can still hype it up before it comes. And that wellness line is going to fit in so well with our brand and where we're going, because we really have a focus on the skincare, the hair care, and that wellness line is just working from the inside out. So hype your VIPs up about that and talk about that. What else? Okay. So I will, if you guys pop in the chat what your quarterly goal is. So just for this quarter, what is your goal by the end of March? Pop it in the chat. Woo! Starting strong. Amazing. Amazing. These are huge ranks. Don't be intimidated if this is not where your goal is. That's okay. But that is unreal. I love it. Woo! AED Ali, building those lines. I love it. Yeah, this by the end of this year, it's going to be just crazy. And for those of you going, anyone MMB and above, I would assume you kind of know what you need to do to get to that next level, to AMM, to MM, to MMM, and we can do some leadership calls on that. Anyone who's working their way to MMB, reach out to me and we can do another call on that as well. I know I just did one back in early December. But that goal is super achievable. And when you hit MMB, that is literally the make it or break it point in this business. You hit MMB and then you're like deciding, am I in this, or am I out? Everyone kind of has this like either a click aha moment, or they go like, you know what? For some reason, like maybe it's not for me, which it's kind of crazy, but this business cannot be for every single person, but it's your decision. You get to decide, is this for me? Is it not? But to give you an example, last year, guys, I hit MM last December, like not the one that just passed, the one before, obviously. And my second, so you need 2 MMB legs, 2 MMB lines to become MM. My second MMB leg and her entire downline, they no longer do the business. Not even one of them. But it's so important not to attach yourself so much to who is going to be that person for you, but just continue to invite people to join the business who really want it, because obviously you can still get to where you want to go. Like, so many of us have somebody that we're like, okay, this is like such a strong line. This is my rock star. This is my person. But at the end of the day, you have to act as though that person is not in your business. Like, what if that person drops off tomorrow? Like, it happened to me. So it is crazy, but that's something about this business that it's scary to think, but it can happen. And as long as you know where you're going, you can continue to get people who are as motivated as you. You just have to share that vision and make sure that people know exactly where you're going, and make sure you know exactly where you're going. Okay. So I'll quickly share my little journey, and I'll share a little bit about how you can really change your life in a couple of years if you really want this for yourself. So I started this business just because I wanted the discount on the products. And very quickly, like within a week, probably, Bailey and Sophie and I went to this Meet Monat event. And we were just talking about this the other day. I think that was the event that just made us go like, wow, like this business really, we started really dreaming big for ourselves. And I know it sucks with COVID. We can't go to any of these cool events that really pump you up, but that's where that initial seed was planted for the three of us, and we were like, we're going to take this business, like, let's go, let's do this. And I remember a couple girls in there, they were like MMB, you know, they weren't even at the top of the company, they were just MMB or whatever, and they were sharing their story and how much their lives were changing because of it. And it was really, really inspiring. Some of them were like single moms who had been able to make that extra money that they needed, and it was just so amazing. We were like, okay, like, we can do this. And it was almost like we just set this goal and we want to just unlock all of the levels to get to that grander goal. And so I started this business, and I had some months that were like $1,000 paychecks, some that were like $1,500, some that were $400, some that were less, you know. Like, the thing is that in the first couple of years, maybe it's not going to be those crazy huge paychecks, but it's exactly like going to school. It's exactly like going to school. Are you getting paid to go to school? No, you have to pay out to go to school. You have to invest in yourself to go to school. And my sister-in-law, the other day, her and I were talking. She owns her own law firm in Barrie. She's a very successful lawyer, and she went to school, obviously, for 7+ years to become a lawyer. And she was asking me just about Monet and stuff, and how much money and all this stuff. And we were talking about it. And basically she was saying, like, why did I even go to school for 7 years? Like, it's insane, because the kind of income that you can make in this business. And I know that, like, it can be taboo to talk about money, but at the end of the day, like, money does talk, and it does matter, and it does make an impact. It does make a difference. And it certainly has made a difference in my life. And I am someone who is super motivated by that. So when I heard a couple of years ago how much money Jess Gillis was making, I was like, holy shit, like, how do I get there? Like, what do I need to do? And I used that as my motivation. And so, guys, like, my very first year as a flight attendant, I made under $21,000 my whole year. And this month, I'm going to make more than I made in my first year with Monet, just in 1 month. So that is life changing. And it's not even been 3 years yet. And so that's the thing. Like, I didn't go to school for 4, 5, 6, 7 years to do that. I'm a college dropout. I don't even have a formal education. So treat the first couple years of your business like school. Seriously, treat it like you're in the university or college of Monet, because Monet will pay you that big salary if you're willing to do that work and learn and go through the hard stuff and the hard parts of this business. Because, like, yeah, it's going to suck when you're taking those exams and all of that. Thank God I didn't have to do any of that stuff, because not so good in that department. But if you treat it like that truthfully, and you invest in learning, and you invest in that growth that it takes, you can fucking change your life. Seriously. Exactly like what I'm doing. Like, it's available to you. You really just have to make the decision. And I see so many people fall off and, like, quit too early. And it's so frustrating to me. I was stuck, like I said, I know I say this all the time. I was stuck at MMB for 1.5 years and I didn't move. I felt like I was hitting my head against a wall, but at the same time, now I look back on that and I'm like, wow, that was such a lesson. And it's like, it took me that long to really have this breakthrough with my mindset and understand that, oh, like, I needed to level up in a way that I just wasn't ready for. I didn't know how. I didn't know why I was working so hard. But now in hindsight, I'm like, oh shit, I planted a lot of seeds. I did a lot of work in that time that I needed to do in order to become the leader that I am today, in order to be where I'm at in my business. And I'm still learning and growing all the time. I never feel like, oh, I've arrived at this point of, like, okay, now it's smooth sailing from here. I feel like I have to work even harder now than ever before. I have to show up more than ever before. Last month was, like, absolutely crazy in my personal life. You guys know I shared my story. I shared what happened to me, but I took 2 weeks off of my business, and I really did not think, like, please don't do that. If you can avoid taking 2 weeks off of your business, do that. But the thing is, once you've worked as hard as I have to get to where I am, you do have those luxuries to say, like, I can take a little vacation or a little breather. you know, in the first couple of years, if I had taken those 2 weeks off, that would have fucking probably killed my business. Seriously. But yeah, that consistency is super important. And even that end of month hustle that we did, I can't even tell you how inspiring that is for your team members. If you're able to just put your own shit aside sometimes, put your own stuff aside, because it's hard. I spent Christmas Eve, or New Year's Eve instead of with my family, crushing goals, right? So sometimes you do have to make those sacrifices, and it can be hard in the moment, but then later you're getting paid for that. And then you're able to, I can have the luxury of just leaving my full-time job now, so I can be home with my kids more. I can be home with my husband more. I have the choice now to stay and work when I want, do what I want, have the financial freedom to provide my family with nicer things and do nice things and give back and all the things that I wanted to do before that I didn't have the means to do. And so, anyways, I know I'm doing a lot of chatting, but I really just want to inspire you to dig in a little bit deeper. Because even me, I need to dig in a little bit more. I need to sink my teeth in a little bit more into this business. Because I know the next level, like where I'm going and even where I am, requires another version of me. So I actually feel like, okay, I need to show up in a new way. I need to bring some more to the table, and I need to be able to provide my team with more. So really reflect on, what do I need to do right now to dig in a little bit more? And if you're in the very beginnings of your business, how can I dig into this business? How can I sink my teeth into this and make something of it? And if you're more like, Britt and Christy, Allie, at the mentorship level, then it's like, hey, what do I need to do? And honestly, I'm here for some serious real talk with you if you need the little in the face, because I'm a total sweetheart and a softie, but at the same time, I'm not afraid to have critical conversations. So if you're like, girl, what is missing from my business? I'm probably gonna tell you. And I'm here to be your friend, but I'm really here to be your mentor. And at the end of the day, this is a business. It's my business. It's your business. And I'd be letting you down if I wasn't just blunt and honest with you. So that's it. That's really it. I just want you guys to know that every single one of you is capable. And if you have a seed of doubt there and you feel like, oh, maybe it's for Teresa and maybe she could do it, but not me, it's complete bullshit. And you need to work on your mindset, because that's all in your head and you're the only person that's holding yourself back. Anyone, feel free to hop in here if you want to say something before we log off. Otherwise, that's all I had to say. I'm so freaking pumped for this month. Last month was record breaking. We hit 150K. We passed 150K in sales in just our team. And Bailey and I had a conversation yesterday because she hit the $300,000 mark, or 300,000 mark. And her goal is for me to never be 50% of her business, obviously. So she told me that. She's like, I never want you to be 50% of your business. And my goal is to always be 50% at least of her business. So it's funny because we have counter goals, but we were just talking about how cool that is. It's like, those are two separate goals, but we're always like, no, I'm like in competition almost with like her whole team. I'm like, no, I want to be half. I want to account for that. And so it's cool that, these are the conversations you can be having in a very short period of time. And honestly, make yourself a little plan on how you're going to change your life and how you're going to get to this point, because it's so damn worth it. And you are going to be so thankful that you did. All righty. Bye, guys. Have an amazing day. Happy New Year. And reach out to me if you need any help. Love you.